What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Savage. We are back with another video today for you guys. We're going to be talking about the new UR characters. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. And make sure you hit the bell so you never miss out on no future videos. Let's get right to it, man. So we got two new characters. So we got two new banners that came out today. One was a rerun of old characters that came out earlier, which is this one. And then we have obviously the new characters here, the new UR gear. Well, these are all gear characters. So like these are the old gear characters that came out previously. You have who's at a higher rate? I think it's just these two characters. So it's I think it's Otsuki and then Yuri. They're both are at higher rates for these banners here. They're both attackers too. So those are attackers. Obviously this banner is still here. And then obviously you have the new banner that don't end until March 10th. And I think this one ends on March 10th. So yeah. So both of those banners don't end until March 10th. But first off, we're going to start this video off by saying this. The ID and Utai are in this banner. If you scroll down to the bottom here of yours, they are right here. This is ID and Utai. They are in this banner. So I was wrong, because I said yesterday I didn't think they would be in the banner because, you know, their banner wasn't over yet. But they are in this banner. So obviously they are at a lower rate, but you do have the chance to get those characters if you did not summon on this banner, but you wanted them. Now you have a chance to get them here. Obviously they're at a way lower rate. So if you really wanted them over these two characters, then I would suggest you to summon on this one. But if you just was like, kind of, if you got them, then that's cool. Then, but you want these characters, then summon on this banner. But, me personally, like I said, I'm going to save for anniversary, like I've been saying in the other videos. I'm going to save anniversary. But let's get right to it, to talking about these characters, what their skills do, what their support skill is, what their alts do. Let's get right to it. So you have Yume Succubus. So she is, yes, you can clearly tell she's a Succubus. But stats are pretty standard for a defender, she is the rider, by the way. Kana's the gunner. She's they're both defenders, obviously. But her first skill here, I'm gonna have her skills on like the left side of the screen, so like typed out so you can see it. Well, I'll still be saying it, but just so you can see it, if you want to pause and just see what they do. But first skill here is a 100% damage, all up to 300% at 4 stars. Decreases defensive power of all allies by 10% at 1 star, obviously, and then 2 stars and up is 20%. Huge skill, but obviously, we have these skills on other characters and on one of the characters that are gear, but it's still a still a good skill, still a good skill. Second skill is also a 100% to 300% damaging skill, and then she charges SP gauge of allied pair by 10%, and it stays at 10% the whole way through. So what this means is, okay, say you got Kana and then Yume. So basically, it's their pair. So it's not for all allies. So you won't increase the attackers, right? You will only increase whoever she's paired with. That's all you increase, or is yourself and the person you're paired with. So basically, it'll be her and then whoever you got her paired with. Right, that's who you're increasing the SP gauge for, and that's it. You're not increasing the nobody else. You're only increasing that pair. Then her ultimate is a 600% damage ultimate, which I'm pretty sure because this is at 6/6, right? So I'm pretty sure at 1/6 this will probably be maybe around 400%. I don't know for sure, so I'm not gonna put it in the notes, but I'm guessing around 400%. Then she decreases the defense power of all opponents by 20%. So basically the same as her skill 1. But on ultimate, right? So it'll do damage and stuff like that. Then her support skill is when paired with a gear attribute, increase own SP gauge by 2. So that's that. So she's going to be getting more SP gauge. So like right here, her SP gauge is 10. That's probably basically it's 12 now, right? When you pair her with a gear character, right? And then we have Kana here. So evil magical girl Kana. Standard stats. Her big difference is her SP gauge is 13 instead of 10, which is huge. And then her first skill, right? Her first skill is a 100% to 300% damaging skill, and then 20% at 1 star, and then from 2 stars and up is 40%, just like other characters. And then her second skill is also a 100% to 300% damaging skill, and then it is increasing critical power of gear allies by 7%, 10% at 2 stars and up for 2 turns. So again, this is gear allies. So this is also so you have a full team of gear. This is for all that your whole team basically. So you're increasing your critical damage for your whole team if they're all gear. They have to be all gear. Anybody that's not gear will not get this buff. Only the gear allies get this buff. So she's really looking like she's not. She kind of is limited to a gear team. Well, you can use her on a different team, but this skill will be useless if you don't have no gear characters. Well, like it will buff herself, but she's not gonna be dishing out that much damage because she's a defender herself. She don't have really the attack power. She don't have the high critical damage and stuff like that. But she will probably do some damage at least. But you really want her on a gear team. Then her ultimate is a 600% again. It probably will be 400% at 1/6, but 600% at 6/6. And then she increases all allies' critical rate by 30% for 3 turns. So that can work on any team, but obviously you have other characters who do the same exact thing. And her support skill is the exact same as Yume's, which is when paired with when paired as gear attribute, increases SP gauge by 2, and then basically she will be at 15, right? So she'll be 15 SP gauge here instead of her base 13. But that's only when you get her. I think it's you have to get her 60, level 60 with 3 stars to get support skills. It's either 60 with 3 stars or 70 with 3 stars. But I'm pretty positive it's 60. I think it's 60 with 3 stars to get the support skills. So those are the 2 characters. Those are the 2 new characters. How I feel about them, they're definitely not bad. Obviously on the gear team they will work really well. Like them with these 2 will work really, really well together. But I don't know if it's not like a must summon, right? They're not doing nothing different than other characters. Obviously it's just like they're typing. So like obviously like you'll have type advantage for this event and stuff like that. Always against Moon. Anytime you run against a Moon team, this team will be type advantage. But like that's the only thing about it. But like aside from that, other people do exactly what they do. But they're still not bad. Like they're not bad characters at all, right? But so I don't know. They're pretty decent. But like like I said, it's plenty of people in this game. They like. There's a lot of these skills in this game that like a lot of people do. Like there's no really big standout skills yet. I think, but the skill that Hiyori has, the New Year's Hiyori, is like the only one with like that little freeze skill or whatever. And that's like one of the like I think that's the only time we got that skill. At least for UR unit. I don't know if the SSRs or the SRs or Rs have it, but I think she's the only UR with that skill. And then you have this banner here, which is just a rerun of a banner that happened like, I don't know, a couple months ago probably. And then like I said, they are attacker, she's the rider, and then Yuri's the gunner. Her first skill is an attack buff, so I don't know if anybody goes summon this banner, but if you really want these characters, she got an attack buff here, 20% 1 stars, and then 2 stars, 4 stars is 40%. Her second skill is, I think this is increased per critical damage by 3% at 1 star, then 5% at 2 and higher for 2 turns. Ultimate just straight damage, so she's going to hit hard. That's 100%. And then I'm guessing that this is when paired with a gear character, basically increase critical power by 10%. That's my guess. And then Yuri here, damage ultimate, scaling from 300% to 500%. Then you have, I think this is an increase on SP gauge by 15%, 200% all the way up to 400%. Then this skill, you 60% damage. Like I said, you want her to crit. She does more damage when you crit. So you definitely want to crit with her. Her SP skill, I'm guessing, is when you have 50% HP or lower, increases attack power by 10%. That's just my guess. But those are two banners, though. It's like, the rerun banner and then the actual new banner. These are the two new banners. So if you are planning on summoning, then if you want to summon, to go ahead. I think I'm going to wait for anniversary and then summon in, because they could do something crazy for anniversary. And obviously all the characters that that come out get added to the original pool. So like, you don't really have to rush get a character. There are no limited characters in this game yet. I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no limited characters in this game yet. But that's it for this video, dude. That's what I think. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it a lot. And make sure you hit the bell so you never know on no future videos, because we're going to be continuing dropping videos. Tomorrow we will be talking about the challenge quest and the new SSR character. So hope y'all stay tuned for that. And that's it for this one, y'all. J Savage out, man.